Hey everybody, welcome back to Behind the Lines. I'm performing songwriter Oscar Butler, and in this episode, I'm taking you inside a song that mixes everyday honesty with a quiet kind of strength. I'm Just Another Player is about showing up, standing up, and doing the best you can. Even when the world feels upside down, it's about small choices, little gestures, and believing that they matter. Let's get into it. This song came out of everyday observations, those little things that say a lot about who we are. Whether it's squeezing the last drop of toothpaste or signaling early before a turn, it's all about being intentional in a world that sometimes feels careless. But beneath the humor and humility, this song wrestles with something deeper, the feeling that maybe the world's drifting and we've got to find a way to stay true to ourselves. It's not loud protest, it's quiet resolve. It's personal, and maybe that's the most powerful kind of message. Verse 1. My toothpaste tube is empty, but I'll give it one more squeeze. A humorous but deeply relatable image. It shows resourcefulness, patience, and even hope. The next line is, here's a God bless to everyone, just in case I miss your sneeze. That's a gesture of kindness, preemptive and thoughtful. It speaks to character, being good even when no one's watching. This verse is my way of saying, I'm trying. We all have our ways of showing up in the world, and sometimes it's as simple as offering a blessing or stretching that last bit of toothpaste. It's humor and humanity mixed together. Verse 2, I switch on my signal a whole mile before I turn. Almost exaggerated courtesy. It's about overcompensating for the chaos around you. I'm just trying to be a model citizen the way I grew up and I learned. A nod to old school values, consideration, and personal responsibility and integrity. I grew up in a time and place where doing the right thing was the default, not for attention, but because it's how we were taught, how I grew up, how I learned it. This verse brings that up with a wink, but also a lot of heart. We'll cover the chorus. I'm just another player in this big game we call life. A humble refrain it is. You're not above it all. You're in it. Let me repeat that. You're not above it all. You're in it. Trying to make sense of the rules. I'm doing my best trying to get it right. That's the real heart of the chorus right there. It's not about winning, it's about effort, honesty, and intention. This chorus centers everything. I'm not just trying to be a hero, I'm just trying to be decent. That's the message. That's the message that I'm trying to get out in this song. In a world of noise and egos, maybe just trying is really the brave thing to do. Verse 3, you'll never hear me say that everything in this world is all bad. Grounded optimism. No blind or not blind to the pain, but still choosing gratitude. Lots of moments I remember were the best times I've ever had. Personal memories. Those personal memories keep you anchored. They're a quiet rebuttal to cynicism. This verse is about balance. Yeah, the world's got problems, but it also has beauty, lots of beauty. The duality holding both things at once is what makes us human. Looking at verse 4, but it seems to me it's getting far and few between, a shift in tone. That optimism starts to waver. I feel I'm losing my identity in ways I've never seen. And this speaks of vulnerability, a cry from someone who's trying to stay visible, someone who's trying to stay themselves. Is that right? Yeah. This moment is raw. It's the emotional low point where you admit you're feeling lost. That's when the song starts to ask, what do you do when your values don't match the world around you? Then we jump into the bridge. What am I going to do when they tell me what's wrong is really right? The central question, a cultural and moral reckoning. The next line is, I'm gonna hold my ground, dig in, stand up, and fight. This is resistance, but it's not violent. It's not violent. It's personal. It's principled. It's incredible how much I have that just ingrained in me. Next line, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. It may sound a little bit strange, and that's leaning into authenticity even if it goes against the grain. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Maybe I can be the change. Quiet power. Personal action as protest, being a light instead of cursing the dark. I think too much of that goes on now. We just sit and complain about things that we don't like instead of just trying to be different, trying to be the light in this darkness. Light dispels darkness. The bridge is the answer to all the questions the verses ask. It's about courage without the cape. It's standing firm with your values intact and believing it still matters. Verse 5, I won't stop complaining even though it may fall on deaf ears. There's a self-awareness here. You may not be heard, but you speak up anyway. I'm the only face in the mirror I must answer to through all the years. Deep personal accountability. You live with the choices. That's your legacy. I brought up so many times talking to people that song by Michael Jackson. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Well, this is about integrity. If no one's listening, do you speak? If no one applauds, do you still do the right thing? I say yes. That's my heart. That's my heart in this song. Verse 6, it may not seem important, so I'll try to explain. A gentle plea. I'm bleeding. A gentle plea. Don't dismiss this just because it's simple. That if you get back to the basics, the world may be less insane. And that is a profound thought disguised as plain speech. Simplicity as a solution. Kindness values the basics. Sometimes the answers aren't complicated. This verse says, strip it down. Get back to decency, community, kindness. That's how we heal. The music and composition to this song, as I always say, pretty much all the time, all my songs are always, I always start with a little hook, a musical hook, and this was the one for this one. And that's based on around an E, and it's just a basic blues progression. Ending with that 5/7, and that's pretty much the music to this song. I it's something about having a musical hook that just somehow gets my mind working, gets my imagination going. And part of it is I see myself in front of people sharing a story to them. And once that starts, it just tends to flow very smoothly and easily with me. I'm just another player. My toothpaste tube is empty, but I'll give it one more squeeze. I say God bless you to everyone, just in case I miss your sneeze. I switch on my signal a whole mile before I turn. I'm just trying to be a model citizen, the way I grew up, the way I've learned. I'm just another player in this big game that we call life. I'm just another player, I'm doing my best, I'm trying to get it right. Well, you'll never hear me say that everything in this world is all bad. Lots of moments I remember been the best times I've ever had. But now it seems to me they get far and few between. I feel like I'm losing my identity in ways that I've never seen. 'Cause I'm just another player in this big game that we call life. I'm just another player, I'm doing my best, I'm trying to get it right. Oh, well, what am I going to do when they tell me what's wrong is not right? I'm gonna hold my ground, I'm gonna dig and stand up and fight. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. It may sound a little bit strange. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Maybe I can be the change. Well, I won't stop complaining, though it may fall on deaf ears. But I'm the only face in the mirror I've got to answer to through all the years. It may not seem important, so let me try to explain that if we get back to the basics, the world may be less insane. Yeah, I'm just another player in this big game that we call life. I'm just another player, I'm doing my best, you know, I'm trying to get it right. Oh, I'm just another player in this big game that we call life. I'm just another player, I'm doing my best, oh, I'm trying to get it right. Trying to get it right. I'm just another player. I'm Just Another Player is a song about showing up. It's about doing the small things that add up to a meaningful life, even if the world doesn't seem to notice. Thanks for spending this time with me. If this song spoke to you, if you've ever felt like one voice trying to do the right thing, share it down in the comments. Let me know about it. And subscribe to keep following the music and the message in Behind the Lines. I'll see you next time.